at this behemoth. Man, that is just a beast. Wow. Okay, this one here, this one keeps rattling. This is old. And what is that noise it's making? Like something's gonna break. And if you look at the end, one of the tips is twisted. The others aren't twisted. I'll hold it still for you. One end is twisted. Now, the one next to it has a twisted tip too, so maybe that's normal. But these are making some funny noises. They're not flinging anything off at me. That whole tower is wobbling. It's not just my phone. Man, that's all right. I gotta show you this. This is just incredible. I've walked for days through the wind farm now, and every time I come over a new ridge, look at this. It just keeps going. I don't know if you can see all those off in the distance, but they just keep going. It's amazing. These guys are producing a lot of juice. That's a lot of clean juice. I love that. There's some more of those downwind ones. Old, retired, funky. These all look like they've been operating for a while, don't they? All the grease and everything up underneath there, rotating. Not sure if you can hear me now with the wind, but here's a more more close-up view of the two-prop old downwind machines. I don't know what that is. This is an interesting spot because you can see the contrast between the newer style, big tower, 3 blades, upwind, and then the sort of disassembled, oops, sorry, disassembled 2-bladed ones that are downwind facing. So the big three blades, they're facing into the wind. The 2 blades was the style that faced downwind. But you can see those are mostly disassembled now. A couple still flailing. I don't know if they're actually working or not, but they're there. Those are beasts. One other cool thing about this part of the landscape, there are these poppy wildflowers all over the place. I mean, they're just dotting this landscape through here. This side over here, I mean, these, again, this harsh environment and these beautiful poppies. Look at that bunch way over there. Look at that guy. So I just came out of the mountains over there via the wind farms, and I'm still in the wind farms right in the center of them, but I wanted to show you how the landscapes change. So I was up there in those mountains, and a lot of shrub, pine trees at the top, but now I crossed that highway back there, over the freeway, not freeway, sorry, highway, and I'm still in the middle of the wind farms, as you can see. Like, they're everywhere, and you can see all the electrical wires connecting them all up. It's really interesting, but landscape has definitely changed. Getting into more rolling hills right here, very dry, very arid. There's a good amount of wind, as you might guess, but it's not too bad. And I actually love the wind right now because I can't use my sunbrella, which I would like to do, but the breeze counters that. So as long as that wind keeps going, which I'm sure it will, because we're in the middle of a wind farm, then it should be fine. I had a great lunch because there was a water cache there. Somebody brought 5-gallon drums of water, which was really nice. And I drank a liter of straight water and cameled up, and then I put in, and then I got another liter of water, and I put in 2 tablets, 2 of the noon tablets, and then I drank that liter, so that's 2 liters, 1 with electrolytes, 1 without. And then I ate a really good lunch. I ate some beef taco, dehydrated stuff. You pour boiling water in, and I added olive oil to it. Gets more of those fat calories. And there was some cheese in it, so that's gonna help. I had some oat bars, and I had a beef stick, and so I'm feeling pretty good actually. I think I've really made a good diet change and kind of getting dialed back in. I was pretty good before, and then went more to just the bars. That really didn't work. Ooh. So anyway, as you can see, a lot more wind farms to go through. Back there's a highway you can take. Trail angels will come and pick you up, bring you into Tehachapi, but there's 2 exits for it. I'm gonna hike this other 8, and then at the end of that 8, I will I'll go into town, and I got a resupply, so I will spend the night somewhere there. A lot of people wanted to share a room, so I'm sure that's going to be an option. But I will resupply, shower, wash some clothes, hydrate the heck out of myself, and eat real good, because I think some of the driest water carriers are coming up. I think there's a 24-miler, and then like heavy food carries. I don't know how many days of food carry, but it's a big one. I'll figure that out tonight. So it's going to be some of the toughest, hottest miles with the heaviest pack. I don't know about climbs. I don't think there's much climbing this stuff, but I could be wrong. That would just add to the thrill with all that water and food. But as long as I'm eating good, my trail legs are here, so I don't go fast like everybody else. These young bucks and young does really power through, and that's called hiking your own hike. My hike is slower. I'm more steady and consistent, and I'm really enjoying it. When I do that, when I try and keep up, I can keep up actually. I've section hiked a lot with a lot of the younger trail folks, but I really love it when I'm just at my pace. I take my time, I take a lot of pictures and photos and just enjoy it. So I'm gonna keep doing that. It's working for me, and I gotta remember to do that. So Happy trails. See you later. Joshua trees. Shit, come on, focus. Look at you. Awesomeness. More beautiful flowers in this desert. I mean, bushes and little plants and individual flowers. It's just incredible. God, this wind farm is massive. Look at this. It just keeps going. I've been walking through this for several days. It just keeps going, and I love seeing it. This is an area that's desolate. There's not much out here. It gets hot and dry, and really miserable. And windy as hell and blustery. It's one of those areas where, like, oh man, why would you ever want to live there? Well, not a lot of people do live here, but they have turned this into clean energy. Look at this. These things are massive too. It's hard to appreciate the size until you stand underneath one of these things. There's a guy with one of those burros. Looks like a couple of burros up there. Horses or burros. Wow. Anyway, it goes down over this hill for miles. That's where we came from. Then it goes over here. There. Back up toward those mountains. Over here. I mean, this is splendid. This is clean energy, people. This is gorgeous stuff, man. Putting the wind to work. I mean, seriously, how could you not love this? It's creating jobs. I saw people putting these windmills up. You know, all the people producing these, managing these, maintaining the maintenance on them, and it's all clean. And there's no birds dying out here. These things turn at a consistent speed, so it is. It's a pretty beautiful thing. Again, these desert flowers. I love the contrast here. They're just beautiful. And they're on this stark landscape. This is kind of a fun part of the trail, walking along, and all of a sudden you see this ridge and all these windmills right up on top of the ridge. And then you look down over here, little windmill farm there, making a lot of clean energy. I love to see this. Love the noise they make. That helps me sleep.